Here we go again.
Hi. I'm Anna.
Okay. When I first saw him, I really thought he had fainted, honest. Okay. But you could tell from the state the room was in. There must have been a fight. Are you telling the truth when you say you did not know he was dead? He had a scarf tied around his neck. That scarf is a part of the Jammin' Ninja's costume, so I didn't think anything about it was strange. His head was also tilted down a bit, so I couldn't see his face that well. That's why I thought I'd wake him up and went to pour the juice. When I realized he was dead, that's when I formulated my plan. What is this plan you had? ... I knew right away the murderer was Matt. I knew because, one, he was going to expose Matt's weakest weak point to the world. So Matt did this to stop Juan and silence him for good. That's when I thought I should forge some evidence and pin this crime on Matt. So the forged pieces of evidence were the knife and the button. The first thing that came to mind was to plant the knife. Which, actually, without those pieces of evidence, they can't even say that, like, there's no suspicion to even arrest my client without those pieces of evidence. Once I made sure there was no one in the hallway, I made a dash back to Matt. That was so you could get the knife, correct? The knife Matt used at dinner had his fingerprints all over it. I thought if I used that, then the police would certainly turn their eyes toward him. I mean, the killer that kidnapped Maya is probably the one that actually killed the Jammin' Ninja. And this is just muddying the waters. Really. Matt was napping with his costume on at the time. I slipped in, took the knife, and returned to the scene of the crime. Mana's like, I'm done laying on the bed. I'm gonna lay on this other bed. And then I stabbed Juan's dead body with the knife and ripped off the button. So you were the one to stab the victim with that knife. It gives me goosebumps to think about it now. What a horrible thing I did. But at the time, I couldn't control my own body. It moved on its own. And then, when I stabbed Juan's dead body, I suddenly realized something. If I used the button somehow, I could make Matt look even more suspect. So you thought to rip one of the buttons off and then plant it in Mr. On Guard's, Hakama. Yes, that's what I had planned to do. But things never go that smoothly, do they? Just when I finished and was returning to Matt's room, I had a bit of an inconvenience. An inconvenience? There was a woman with a camera at the ready, loitering in the hallway. I am willing to bet my spikes it was Lotta. There was also a woman with a ray gun at a ready, pacing back and forth. That's Miss Oldbag for you. I had already been caught and made into a big scoop for a Curtin Weekly tabloid once, so I couldn't very well go out looking like myself and get caught again. And that's why I ended up using the Nickel Samurai costume. You were the one who prepared that costume, weren't you? Yes, I took it from Global Studios. I also put it into Juan's guitar case the day before the award ceremony. You did this in preparation for the press conference, correct? Yes, Juan wanted to wear that costume and hold a press conference in it. He was going to disclose Matt's big secret there. And what is this secret? ... That, I don't know. Anyway, I thought that if I were to leave Juan's room in the Nickel Samurai costume, then people would think that Matt was the real murderer. I was very careful not to leave any fingerprints when I opened the guitar case. I absolutely did not want anyone to know about the costume. I think we've heard enough. So after that, you went back to Mr. On Guard's room and planted the button? Into Matt's Hakama? Yes. After that, I folded up the costume I was wearing and put it into a bag. Then I snuck it out of the hotel and got rid of it. My word. What does all this mean? Mr. Edgeworth, is it? ... The real criminal is Matt On Guard. Yesterday, that woman prosecutor sat me down for a talk. Franziska, huh? She said that I should under no circumstances, confess to what I had done. That if I just kept quiet, then Matt would be found guilty for sure. I had no choice but to believe in her words. ... All of the ...
What this witness has done is clearly unlawful. However, as long as her testimony stands, we can be certain she is not the real killer. Wait, Your Honor. The defense still...
Right. It's pointless. At this point in time, it is not possible to indict Miss Andrews on anything.
Yes, exactly. There isn't a single piece of evidence that points to her as the murderer. The cross-examination of this witness is over, and so is today's trial. You couldn't establish that the witness was the culprit. Please let it go, Mr. Wright.
But...
Mr. Edgeworth, please place Miss Andrews under arrest for further questioning.
Understood, Your Honor. The prosecution will arrange for her detention immediately.
That is all. Court is adjourned for today.
Maya, no! Maya, no! We're still in the courtroom. I guarantee it. Yep. Today's trial. It's over. And I didn't win an acquittal. Witness, would you mind if I asked you something? Edgeworth? What is it? Before you leave court today, I wondered if I might look at one thing. The card in your hand. It's had my interest for quite some time now. What exactly is it? Oh, this? Mr. Wright also asked about this. Although I didn't remember at the time you asked me about it, Mr. Wright. I remember just now. I found this in the room on that day.
The room? That day?
Yes.
It was a calling card.
It was a freaking calling card because murderer. I found this card when I discovered Juan's body.
I knew it. I knew it.
It was lying there right next to him.
You found that card next to the victim's body?
I suppose I must have unconsciously slipped it into my pocket. But it's not as if this card has any relevance to Juan's murder, right?
Yeah, I guess not. But it's still a strange card, if you ask me.
But as far as a clue to this case, I don't see why.
Witness! That card! Give it to me! Hurry!
Edgeworth?
Do you have any idea what you have stupidly yet inadvertently done?
This.
I can't believe you hid this from me all this time.
I didn't mean to. What is this all about?
I've never seen Edgeworth so emotional before.
That card. What in the world is it? And what does it mean? To be continued. This game's never gonna end. We're gonna be here. We're gonna be here forever. You mean like 12-hour stream, 13 hours. I hope not. I started at 3, so I really hope it's not that long. Save your progress. Yeah. Here we go. Investigation, part 3-1. Cool. Alright. Hey, what are you doing? I'm sniffing the bed. March 27th, 5:24 p.m. Wright and Company Law Offices. Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya! There, Pearls. I can't take it anymore. Look, it'll be alright. Everything may still work out. The condition was that we had to get a not guilty verdict. And so far, the kidnapper has kept his word and hasn't hurt Maya. And he won't, because Mr. On Guard hasn't been given a guilty sentence yet. Cheer up. We don't have time to stand around crying. We have to get going. ... You're right. Mr. Mystic Maya is in much more pain than I am.
Yes, that's right. So... Hey, you guys, glad I caught you, pal.
Mr. Scruffy Detective.
Oh boy. Looks like Detective Gumshoe has been dubbed Mr. Scruffy Detective in Pearl's book now. It's just plain old Mr. Dick Gumshoe now, and I came to talk to you, pal. But we're kind of busy right now? Oh, so you're not a detective anymore? You're not a detective anymore? So what are you gonna do from now on? What do you mean, pal? Well, you've been fired, right? So do you have a new job lined up yet? Oh, that. What am I supposed to do now, pal? I don't have anything coming in at all till my next payday. What are you talking about? You don't have another payday. Did Gumshoe just realize he's not getting paid anymore? I guess that means I'm just gonna have to work here at your place, pal. Okay. I would like to point out, I don't know if it was this game. Maybe it was last game. I think it was this game. When Von Karma started threatening Gumshoe's job, I was like, Gumshoe should come work for us. Gumshoe should come work for us and be a private investigator for us. Lo and behold, the future comes to light. Say what? You'll be searching for things that will prove Mr. Ungod's innocence all day, right? Well, yeah? So yeah, I'm gonna help you, pal. I've got lots of experience in investigating and watching over people's places. And I'm great at making really simple meals, pal. I'll take care of it all.
Come on, Mr. Nick. Let's let Mr. Scruffy Detective take care of things.
Okay. By the way, what's your best dish? Instant noodles, pal. Instant noodles. Sounds good. I'm hungry. Gotta take care of dinner. It's a good alert. You should behave yourself. Yeah. It's okay. We can rabble rouse. It's gonna be great. Why am I only surrounded by people who only eat cheap, unhealthy foods? You know, okay, so I love instant noodles, but like, they taste like, I taste noodles for the rest of the day when I eat instant noodles. Like, not even the seasonings, just like the cheapness of the noodles. So, I love them though. Especially the shrimp flavor. I love the shrimp noodles. Edgeworth. That was the first time I've ever seen Mr. Edgeworth act like that. Never thought he'd say something like he didn't care if Mr. Andrews killed himself.
He said that? That's horrible.
But because of him doing that, we got the truth finally. The truth. Miss Andrews' last testimony. I wonder if that was the truth. I'll give you that there was nothing strange in her testimony itself. But I still think there's something fundamentally wrong with the whole thing. You mean about that thing, pal? Why would she want to, almost need to frame Mr. On Guard? I couldn't figure that out from anything she said all day. I know. I'm smarter than Phoenix. Then, you're saying that testimony was a lie? Not a lie, per se. It just feels like there's more here than meets the eye. Or that's what Edgeworth would like us to believe.
That's such a dirty trick. Even that woman prosecutor was better than that.
Franziska Von Karma. Speaking of Miss Von Karma, do you have any more information on her condition? Wasn't she shot this morning? Miss Von Karma was shot today on the way to the trial by a pistol pal. But she's gonna be fine, right? Edgeworth said she was in stable condition, but... Well, she was shot in the shoulder, so she's okay and still hanging in there. They should be done taking the bullet out, so she's probably resting at the hospital. Which one? What? Are you gonna visit her, pal? No. Well, I was kind of thinking about it. Hey, you've actually got a heart, don't you? She looked like she was being tortured to death, not being able to go to the trial today. So maybe it'd be good for her if you went and let her whip you for a bit, pal. Gumshoe. I was standing up for you, man. Come on. Where's my marker button?
Let's go let her whip us, Mr. Nick.
Fuck. I can't. Oh my god. It was really hard to say that. Okay, I'm done. Now I'm definitely not going.
Let's see, that name of the hospital. Oh yeah, the Hottie Clinic. Oh god, it's the clinic where Mimi was. With that guy. That's not the doctor, but is the oh god. That name sends a chill down my spine. Well, I guess it can't hurt to stop by and say hi. Alright. Alright, let's go find some more evidence. It's more evidence gathering time. You can go to the detention center and talk to what's-his-nuts. Hotel. I mean, we might as well just go right over here and talk to her, because she's gonna... God only knows. Hottie Clinic reception. Never thought I'd ever come back to this place. Oh no. What's this guy? Yes, are you here to visit a patient? Hi. Wait a second, you're... yes, I'm Director Hottie. Why are you still here? Yes, what is it? Can I help you? You can tell me. Yes. Director Hottie. Edgeworth? Yes, I'm Director Hottie. Oh, you're the man from this morning. Yes, what is it? Director, Francisca. How is Francisca von Karma? You don't need to worry. Yeah, she's in good hands. Because, you see, I'm personally taking good care of her. Yes. Yes, and that surgery, it went well. You have my gratitude. It looks like Edgeworth doesn't know about this director and his secret. She looks so pitiful, absolutely terrified. Yes. But I understand. Yes, her opponent was a gun, after all. Oh. And when I snuck up on her real secret, like, she would scream real loud. Yes. I see. Ah, but she's really cute, too. When I do that, she'd whip me with her whip. Boy, did I grunt like a baby. Yes, but I think I could get used to it. Ha! Go back to your room. You're so mean, my frisky Friska. But that's good too. Okay, yes, it's time for my IV drops. Yes. ... And what are those tulips doing in your hands, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Ah, I knew I shouldn't have come here. Do I have tulips in my hands? I don't. I was shot in front of the courthouse, in my right shoulder. But it's no big deal. This sort of thing happens all the time. I even had full intentions of running the trial this morning. But that would have been too much for you. There's no need to act tough in front of us, you know. Regardless, I was dragged here by that man over there. He was so unyielding. One has to wonder if he was simply interested in stealing my case. He didn't steal shit. It was the only logical course of action given the bullet was still lodged in your shoulder. But by taking over the case, I found myself having to clean up after you and that irresponsible deal you made. Exclamation point. I think I know what deal he's referring to. Miss Von Karma. You made a deal with Miss Andrews yesterday, didn't you? I don't know what you mean. In order to make sure you got your guilty verdict on Mr. On Guard, you told Miss Andrews to not testify in court today. I don't know what you're talking about. Do you have proof I made such a deal? You're denying it? I mean, she testified in court. She testified in court that she did. It looks like you were lucky, Mr. Phoenix Wright. If I had been in court today, this trial would already be over. All while hiding Miss Andrews' own crime? That isn't my problem, whether she had tampered with the evidence or not. I have only one objective, to find On Guard guilty of murder. The ends justify the means, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The end justifies the means. Miss Von Karma. Adrian Andrews believed you when you said, if you don't tell the truth of what really happened, then On Guard will be found guilty. And what does that have to do with me? Because of that, she is now in danger of being found guilty herself. All because she believed in your words until the very end. ... That still has nothing to do with me. She's just a weak person. That's all.
But you had to know she was... Ow! I think visiting hours here are about over. So, if you'll excuse me.
What's wrong? Why did she suddenly cut you off?
Probably because she thinks I had the advantage in that argument. You look mad, Edgeworth. What happened today at the trial, Edgeworth? That was not like you at all. ... I mean, I know you knew about Miss Andrews' condition. You could have made her testify as many times as you wanted. But to go that far... but she wouldn't testify about that until I said something. Listen, Wright. The courtroom is a garden of judgment. I am putting myself on the line when I stand up there. That's why I made the witness do the same. It's only natural. We're gonna show... Are we gonna tell him? Are we gonna tell him about Maya now? By the way, Edgeworth, you were really angry in court today. That's rare for you. Witness that card, give it to me, hurry. Right? Do you have any idea what you have stupidly yet inadvertently done? This. I can't believe you hid this from me all this time. Like that means something to everybody else. That card. What in the world is it? ... You mean this? Listen, Wright. This is top secret information. You absolutely cannot leak this. A special investigations team has existed for a number of years, but few know of it. I understand. Their task is to find the owner of this card. A man called Shelley the Killer. And just as his name states, he is a killer. An assassin. The best at that. An assassin? Oh, so maybe Matt is the killer, and he hired an assassin to kill one. That he still can be convicted of murder for hiring somebody else to do it. Picture card. Oh, we got it in the court record now. So who is this Shelley the Killer? The Killer is the name of a long-standing line of assassins.
Long-standing?
The name first appeared about 100 years ago, I hear. Shelley is the professional name of the third heir to the Killer name. Come on, Otter. So because his professional name is Shelley, he leaves cards with a shell on them? Hi, baby. What's up, Otter? I moved my stream deck so you didn't step on it. Hey, don't try to drink my soda. Rude. He has a habit of making sure to leave a card by the body of his victims.
Why would he do something like that?
Maybe that's why he left that card in there with Maya. He never intended on going back to get her. He intended for her to starve to death in there. But I mean, if it's like a friggin' wine cellar in the hotel, somebody's got to go in there at some point, like a sommelier or something.
Why would he do something like that?
We think it is part of his duty to his clients. His duty? If he leaves a card, then his clients can be assured it was he who killed the victim. It also serves as insurance against any charges being pushed onto his clients. I see. The killer values the trust between his clients and himself above all else. It seems that this is one honorable assassin with a moral conscience. I guess that even honorable assassins can exist. So you think this assassin, you think he's the one that did the killing in this case? It would appear that way. The discovery of the card basically confirms it, wouldn't you agree? Shelley the Killer, huh? Now we're going to talk about Maya. I noticed something at the trial today. You were behaving in a very strange manner. Is something the matter? I guess I should just tell him. Maya, she's been kidnapped. Kidnapped? What does the kidnapper want? An acquittal. I see. I had no idea. I will prepare a rescue team as soon as possible and resolve this by tomorrow.
Really? Did you hear that, Mr. Nick? Mr. Edgeworth is going to...
Stop trying to console me, Edgeworth. I don't need your pity.
Mr. Nick?
There's no way you can find her. We don't even have a single lead to go on. ... There's only one way to save her. I have to get an acquittal somehow. It's the only way. Right. Listen. You need to know something. Okay, so here we go. The reason that we have to get an acquittal is because Adrian took the card, right? So now the suspicion is on Matt, that Matt is the murderer, and Matt absolutely hired the killer to kill Juan before his secret came out. 100%. Which means, by proxy, Matt is absolutely a murderer because he hired somebody to murder somebody else. And the reason we have to get an acquittal is because the killer has absolute trust between him and his clients. And he will not allow his client to be convicted for a murder that he committed. Bam. So Matt is a murderer. Sort of. It's close enough. I believe in the eyes of the law, if you hire someone to kill somebody, you also go to jail for murder. Because that's happened several times on Forensic Files. So, yeah. Juan Carrito was killed by Shelley the killer. And the client who ordered the job is Matt on guard. Your own client. Please stop. I can't listen to you. I can't believe that. I see. Well, if you want to continue your investigation, you will need this.
What is it?
The hotel right now is restricted to police personnel only, as we are looking for any clues that might lead us to Shelley the killer. But if you take this with you to the hotel, I'm sure they will let you enter. Letter of introduction. In any case, I must attend to the preparations for Maya's rescue team. We'll meet again, if anything should happen. Now, if you'll excuse me. Ooh, this is intense. Oh my god.
Mr. Nick? Do you think Mr. On Guard hired an assassin?
No way. I mean, he doesn't have a psyche lock. I would like to point out, we didn't ask him if he hired an assassin. We asked him if he killed Juan. And he said no. Because that is the truth.
Yeah, I guess not.
Maya, please, all I ask is that you make it home, safe and sound. Date, time, and location unknown. I guess even kidnappers can be a little clumsy. This is when we get the card. Drop the card. I bet he's just making that up. Like how Nick does with everything in court, because he said he was an assassin. That's a lie. Anyway, let's try this card trick with this card I just found. Sounds like I got the door open. Okay, time to go take a look around. Date, time, and location unknown. Oh, so we're not in the hotel. We're somewhere else.
What is this place? Got a feeling I'm not in the hotel anymore.
Oh, there's a bear?
Are those videos over there? Well, I'll worry about that later. For now, I should be looking for clues. That way, I can show them to Sis and maybe get out of here.
I mean, yeah, okay. Examine this picture, please. It's Celeste. This is a picture of Celeste. This is a picture of Celeste. 100%. This is a picture of Celeste. There's a framed picture sitting on this coffee table. It's a picture of a woman. She's kind of pretty. Hey, looks like something's written here. Let's see. I think it says, "With love, Celeste." I bet this could be a clue. It is. Bear.
That's weird. What's a figurine doing on a sofa in a place like this? I think it's a bear. Oh, how cute. But it's got a lot of cuts and slits on it. I wonder if it's some kind of puzzle or something.
Puzzle bear. Puzzle bear. Big TV.
Wow, Wow, I've never seen a TV this big before. Where's the power button? Phooey, it's busted. I would so die a Happy Samurai fan if I ever got to see the Nickel Samurai on a TV like this. ... Ah! I can't believe I just made a joke about dying. All things considered. Truth. What is this thing? An antenna, I guess? And this is a VCR. There sure are a lot of electronic gadgets here. But what is an antenna doing here? A VCR. As a device that you would put cassette tapes in and watch them, and then you had to rewind them if you wanted to watch them again. I had a VCR in my house for a very long time. I would like to have a VCR because I actually would love to start a collection of classic children's cartoons on tape. So I would love to have a VCR, and I would plug it into my TV, and I would watch cassettes on VCR. Oh, hey, it's a computer. I've never really used one before. I have no idea where the power switch on this thing is. Drat. Here goes my plan to use this somehow to get out of here. There's a pet door here also, by the way. It's so dark in here that I can barely see, but these kind of feel like videotapes. All of them? Just what kind of room is this? I love how it's like I can't see in this room. It's super dark, and yet I can see everything. Alright. Is there anything else that we haven't done yet? Nope. Just the pet door. Ugh, locked, of course. It doesn't look like I can use the card to open this door. There's a little hole at the bottom of the door. If only I was a little skinnier, maybe I'd be able to crawl through there. Oh, this simply will not do. I cannot have you wandering around at will. Yeah! It seems that your Mr. Wright is truly concerned about you. He is? For now, I would suggest you remain cooperative. If you cannot, there are ways in which I can help you. Ways? You mean? Dead men tell no tales, is how the saying goes. Correct? Dead? I'm almost certain I told you on our first meeting. I am an assassin. No way. You're lying. I mean, an assassin? People are not always who they appear to be. Nick! We're back in the hottie clinic. Mr. Nick? Hmm? Oh, yes, yes, Pearls? Got caught up in my own thoughts about Maya's situation. Mr. Edgeworth has left, you know. I guess for now I have no choice but to believe in Mr. On Guard. But I think I should listen to his story one more time. AKA, we're going to ask him the right question to pop the lock. Alright, let's get going too. Okay. So sus. Can we talk to you about... Could you please take a look at this? I can't think of anything to say about this, pal. Why don't I make us some instant noodles instead? Okay. Do you know what this is? Oh, yeah. Do you know about this card? Card? Edgeworth, for some reason, went pale the instant he saw this card. Hey, I know what this is, pal. You do? No matter what way you look at, I'd say it's a picture of a shell. Thanks, Gumshoe. Appreciate you. ... That's it? Oh yeah, that's right. Mr. Edgeworth really likes those cooked snail things. Escargot. What are they called again? Escargot or something like that? Mr. Nick, I think we just solved the mystery of why Mr. Edgeworth's face turned pale, right? No. As I suspected, Gumshoe has no clue. We'll be back to you, Gumshoe. We'll be back to you in just a minute. We gotta go have a conversation with our client.
I'm sorry, but visiting hours are over for today.
Aw.
Ugh. I have too many questions I need to ask. I'm sorry, but I'm Phoenix Wright, a lawyer for one of the... You're Mr. Wright, you say? Oh, yeah. There's a message here for you. A message? It's from Matt on guard. Here you are.
What did he write? Is it something really important?
I don't know. Well, let's see what it has to say. To Mr. Lawyer Dude, I've got something really important to tell you. Why do I feel uneasy all of a sudden? ... Oh, Mr. Wright. So actually, I have a favor to ask of you. I have this cat named Shu. I didn't put out a lot of food when I left the house, so he's probably pretty hungry. Do you think you could drop by my house and feed Shu for me, dude? We're in Matt on guard's house. That's where Maya is. Maya's in Matt on guard's house. My house is just a little ways down from the hotel, alright? ...
This is terrible. Let's hurry. We have to feed his cat.
Look, it's very important to feed the cat. Feed the cat. This is your reminder if you have a cat that you need to feed the cat. But don't feed the cat just because the cat wants you to feed the cat. Because cats are liars. Okay.
I'm sure poor Shu's stomach is growling by now.
Yeah, I guess. Please feed my cat Shu. My house is just a little ways down from the hotel. Also, the cat's name is Shu, which is a great name for a cat. Client's request is a request. Guess I should go check up on his cat. Let's go check up on his cat. It's not gonna gate me to make sure that I can't do anything else, so like, I'm totally fine with just doing what the story wants me to do, so. Lobby.
Alright now, Mr. Nick. Let's go look for clues. We have to, for Mystic Maya's sake.
You shall not pass. Yep. Oh, Miss Oldbag.
Don't devalue my name and turn it into a gas, you spike-headed pettifogger.
Oh, that was too Southern Belle to coffee talk more.
Because of you, I've been made to look like the bad guy again. Although I did get a piece of gum from Edgy Boy, just as he promised. There's something much more valuable. I wanted Edgy Poo's heart. I want it all for me. It's all your fault. You've awakened the wild beast inside of me. This old bag. Keep your hands off me. This helmet is airtight. No air gets in, no air gets out.
Then why do you keep putting it on?
Don't think you can get me to move with silly questions. You're gonna have to defeat me if you want to get by.
I'm not hearing this. Yeah. You can't deny me. Maybe if I show her this letter I got from Edgeworth. Miss Oldbag, if you would look at...
What? You want me to look at this worthless piece of... Edgy Poo?
Ugh. Is that her perfume? Pheromone d'amour I smell? Ugh.
Let's see here. Would you please allow this unsophisticated young person to conduct his investigation? Yours truly, Miles Edgeworth.
Yours truly?
That man's good at flattery. Fine, but only because Edgy Poo said so, you understand?
Letter of introduction given to Miss Oldbag, who will treasure it. It will go on the shelf right next to her autograph from Juan.
I just thought of something I have to do. Remember, no messing around. If you do anything bad, and I won't let you off the hook. It looks like she has strong feelings for Mr. Edgeworth.
That may be, but you know nothing's gonna come of it.
That's so mean, Mr. Nick. Feelings are meant to be told and shared.
Ow! Every time we talk about love, I always end up with a handprint on my face somehow. So anyway, let's continue our investigation.
Okay.
Don't rat-a-tat me.
Ah, what? What now? One little thing before I forget. You can't go into On Guard's room today. Why? The police main investigation team is going to be in there all day, you hear?
I wonder if they're the team in charge of investigating the killer.
So don't go in there. Set one foot in there and you'll face the wrath of Windy Oldbag.
God. Alright. Sure, okay. Where is Mr. Powers? We haven't seen him in a hot minute. Looks like we're the only ones here.
And yet, the hotel seems so busy somehow.
Probably because the police team is scouring for clues about the killer. Alright.
Hey, city boy.
Lotta, you're still here.
Wrecking course. An investigative photographer eats her stars on her ability to snap up the scoop, yeah? And this hotel just has that aura of mystery. You know, like something's always about to happen. But, do you have a camera? Reckon given. Photographer's gotta have a camera out.
Wait.
A photographer's gotta have cameras out the ear like corn to be a real pro, you know? So I'm hanging around here. Speaking of cameras and feeding the mouth, do you have mine, you bread thief?
Why can't you drop that thief thing already?
I don't have your camera. Thank you. I want to ask you about the night of the murder. What, you really gonna shell out the bucks for the info I got?
Lotta, you were loitering in this hallway the night of the murder, were you not?
Well, kinda, but...
Brace yourself, Phoenix. Here it comes.
I didn't exactly hang around here the entire time, you know? Followed a few stars around, got a few autographs, shook a few hands, had a soda pop with a few of them too.
Looks like she wasn't here the entire time that night.
The security lady also wasn't in this hall the whole time, either.
I guess this means there's no one who can tell us who came and went that night. So about the note that was inside your camera case.
Oh, that ditty I wrote?
Yeah.
Can I believe what you've written? You mean the stuff about On Guard shoving his manager lady onto Corrida?
Yeah.
Ah, well, I reckon you best not be believing that.
What?
Look, I sort of wrote that on a whim, you know? Writing whatever came to mind. Whatever came to mind?
Yeah, when you get down to it, it's just a lot of random bulldooders. ...
Hey, what's with you? Why are you staring at me like my grandpa used to? Hey, and why do you look like you suddenly got older, too? Or am I just shrinking here?
Lotta.
Oh, my baby. My $1,600 baby. What's with that red-coated prosecutor anyhow? Guy told me it was evidence and refused to give it back to me.
Well, that's kind of how it is.
Hey, you're that redcoat's friend, ain't you? So put in a few good words for me and get me back my camera.
You want me to do what?
Listen, nag the guy real good for about 5 hours. I guarantee he'll give it back.
Why don't you do your own dirty work? ...
Well, I reckon it's time for me to get going. Tabloid photographer without a camera is just a tabloid, huh?
Yeah. I guess so.
Keep yourself together out there, you hear? I'm coming to see you in court tomorrow.
Okay, I'll see you then.
And you too there, Lillian. Keep up the good work, okay?
Okay.
Don't be picky about your food now.
Okay.
And make sure you do all your homework, you hear?
Okay.
And if you happen to find yourself a camera, make sure you bring it right to me. Would you please just leave already?
Oh my goodness. Alright. What's that noise?
Mr. Nick!
What is that otherworldly ghastly moaning? Oh, are we standing on somebody?
I hate evil ghosts! Ah.
I don't think it's a ghost. Maybe it's a demon?
Excuse me, what are you calling a demon, brat?
Coffee talk, coffee talk.
Who are you calling an alien?
Oh my god, why are you in here? Oh, it's just you, Miss Holdbag.
What is wrong with youngins today? I came down here to pay my respects to poor Juan and you're disturbing me.
Cool. 3 photos out. Have fun. Night of the murder. Please talk to me about the night of the murder just one more time. I talked about it plenty at the trial. I was fooled, tricked, deceived by that fraud of a photographer and her note. She was loitering around here with that imbecile look on her face. With that imbecilic look on her face. Okay, got it. Now, hold on a second there, you little pipsqueak. If you're going to take notes, at least make me sound better than that.
Oh, alright.
Now I've seen everything. But you know, I was working that night too, doing my job and minding my own business. So it's not like I had time to waste standing around here the whole night. I was wondering if you could tell me a bit more about Mr. Kurita. He was the most popular star, you know. Especially where it counts in my book. But I heard he was lagging behind in the polls against Mr. On Guard. Well, that's just a recent thing. Bad luck and all that, you know. But he was gonna become an even bigger star than he used to be. Look, just look at this mountain of presents. It's show of the mountains of feelings all his fans had for him. Yeah, the mountain's pretty big, and certainly nothing to shake a stick at.
Mr. Nick?
What is it, Pearls?
The presents. They're all bears, right?
She's got a point. There isn't a single thing here that isn't a bear. All of Mr. Kurita's presents from his fans seem to be bears? Oh, that's because you can't think of one without thinking about bears.
Bears? Why bears?
You don't know? When my dear Juan was training, he fought barehanded with a bear. He refused to give in and let the bear win, but after a fight, they became friends.
Wow, what a heartwarming story.
Look, it's just like in those young people's dramas. I can see those two tuck it out, down by a river going, heh, you sure can fight, you two, bub. You two. Did all that really happen? It's in his biography, bub. What a load of crock. So ever since then, fans have been giving him bears as presents. Yeah, nice. Bears. Alright. So we talk to people. We talk to people here. We talk to people here. I want to go feed this cat. This is my thing. That I want to go feed this cat. Living room. March 22nd. On Guard Mansion. Living room. Sure is dark.
I'll go turn on a light.
Oh no, this doesn't look like the same. Also, there's a motorcycle hanging from his ceiling. Holy shit. I mean, this might all still, you know what? It is still the right room, because that's the door. On the other side of that door is where we saw Maya. So, can't wait to stream tomorrow. Yeah, no, it's going to be very exciting. Wow, so this is what a star's house looks like. Must be nice to be rich.
Come on, Mr. Nick. Let's find Shoo, the kitty cat. Shoo.
So I guess this is Shoo.
Oh, what a lovely cat. Hello, Shoo.
Cat seems to like pearls. Pardon me. May I help you with something, Mr... Oh, we're lawyers. Actually, I'm Mr. On Guard's lawyer. The Master's... Then you must be Mr. Wright. Yes. Ah, it's a pleasure to meet your wonderful self. I am the family butler, John Doe. Sure you are. Nice to meet you. You must know all sorts of things about Mr. On Guard, right? Honestly, sir, I don't believe my master is capable of such a foul deed as murder. ... And, anything else? No, not especially. It is not appropriate for a lowly servant to speak of the master or his affairs. Typically butler-like, as it were. Mr. Doe, how long have you served at this residence? Well, sir, I would have to say maybe about 1 year. ... And, anything else? No, not especially.
It is not appropriate for a lowly servant to speak of himself and his affairs. You know, I would have thought Mr. On Guard the kind of man to have a maid over a butler. That's a very cute cat you've got here. It is my duty to take care of him. The master rather fancies Shu. ... And, anything else? No, not especially. It is not appropriate for a lowly servant to speak of the family cat. Well then, I guess I don't need this piece of scrap paper anymore. Matt's note crumpled up into a ball and thrown away. Well, I'm afraid I must take my leave of you now. Oh, we should probably get going ourselves. Ah, so young, and yet already so accomplished. A master of law. But there's also a lot to be proud of in being a butler. In charge of the house and all. Thank you for the compliment, sir. People are not always who they appear to be. Now if you'll excuse me. Hi, Shu. You're cute. Examine. Motorcycle hanging from the ceiling.
A giant bicycle is flying through the air. ...
That bicycle, Pearls, is one where you don't have to pedal. And it moves on its own.
Really? Wow.
But sorry to disappoint you, it can't fly.
Oh, that's too bad.
More water, more water. Pearls' voice is killing me. It's so high. Fans.
Oh, there's a giant cooking hearth here.
That's actually a fireplace.
How are they different, Mr. Nick?
You know, I've never actually seen a hearth before, come to think of it.
You should come and visit Bay Manor then. I'll show you one when you do.
Why does everybody, all these mediums, they read my mind? It's creepy. It's a very comfortable and spacious lounge set. I wonder if famous stars drop by and sit around and have a good time. In any case, don't really belong here, do I? Ugh, what is with me and feeling inferior today?
Oh, there are masks here.
Yeah, that one in the middle is the Steel Samurai. The ones next to it are the Pink Princess and the Evil Magistrate. They fought many battles against the backdrop of Neo-Old Tokyo.
Wow, you really know a lot about the Steel Samurai, Mr. Nick.
I mean, it was my job. I don't know whether to laugh or cry that I know more about that show than a kid. There's another door over there.
You shouldn't go wandering off over there, Mr. Nick.
Yes, Pearls. Now I know how Maya feels when I tell her to stop playing around. There was another door there. We're gonna just over here. Anything else? Nope. Check this door.
There's a small door at the bottom of this bigger door, Mr. Nick.
I bet it's for Mr. On Guard's cat to use.
Oh, you mean Shu?
The door. It's locked tight. Well, I guess that's to keep nosy people like me from entering it. I mean, sort of. Kind of. Alright. Well, now we've gone to the living room. I have a feeling. Because there's only one person we would come to talk to at the police station.
Wow, everybody looks really busy with something or another.
They're probably strengthening the evidence for tomorrow's trial. Hey, hurry up with that, will ya? Pass that victims list around. You gotta be kidding, there's over 100 people on here.
Mr. Nick? Is Mr. On Guard really that big and bad of a criminal?
No, they're talking about to kill her. Actually, Pearls. Never mind. It sounds like they're working on a different case. Okay. It's still too late for visiting hours. Let's see. Alright. I think what we're looking for is going to be in the hotel. Yeah, it's going to be in the hotel. Hotel lobby. Wow, it's already 10:47. Time flies. I'm not even feeling it yet, actually. Viola Hall. Hallway. Yeah. We just got growled at. I I'm Uncle Bear, and I say it's barely 8 o'clock. What is that infernal racket? It's one of the presents going off. Sounds like it's already 8 p.m., way past your bedtime. Ugh, it startled me. I thought I was gonna die for a second.
8 p.m. That's the time when the award ceremony ended that night, remember?
Time sure flies. Hard to believe it's been 2 days since the ceremony. Oh god, it's the thing. It's the transceiver. Hello? Hello? This is not a phone. Maya, how is Maya? You haven't heard her, have you? It seems you were not able to fulfill your end of the bargain, Mr. Attorney. I have heard the news, so it would seem my present did you no good.
No, Mystic Maya, Mystic Maya!
One more day, please. All I ask is for one more day. I'll get a not guilty verdict for sure this time, please. ... I suppose if I must. I need that acquittal more than anything else, after all. Please, please let Maya say something. I want to hear she's all right. All right. Then a little. What is with the static all of a sudden? Hello? Hello? It seems his bad connect. Damn it! Did the transceiver just suddenly break? Excuse me.
What happened?
I don't know. All of a sudden it became nothing but static.
Oh, Mystic Maya, Mystic Maya!
Why did the transceiver suddenly break like that? I should probably have an electronics expert look at it. The sooner the better. Who do I know that's an electronics expert? Gumshoe?
Will we consider Gumshoe an electronics expert?
Worth a try. Oh, this is where we needed to come, though. So there you go. Hey, welcome back, pal. I thought I'd make you a little something for dinner. That's nice. Thanks. A rich man's luxurious full-course meal out of a can, that is. I'm sorry you went through all the trouble to cook, but I don't have the time to eat. Oops. Looks like you don't have a can opener, pal. You gotta be kidding. And here I thought he had already whipped something up. Oh, I know. There's one way I know how to be helpful. Ask me about anything you want, pal. Go ahead. Well, since he's here and offering, I wonder what I should try asking him about. Tell me about this. The transceiver.
Oh, Mr. Nick, you should ask Mr. Scruffy Detective about that thing.
What thing? Oh yeah, this thing just up and broke all of a sudden? It broke, pal. When I was talking to the kidnapper, it just suddenly broke into static. Look, it sounded like this. ... I don't hear any static, pal. Huh?
Maybe it fixed itself?
That's strange. I'm sure it was making a loud static noise. Maybe. Maybe what? Maybe it was electromagnetic interference, pal. Electromagnetic interference? So what is electromagnetic interference? It's something that happens when a radio wave gets mixed up with another signal, pal. Oh, well, you put it that way.
I don't understand what you're talking about.
Like, for example, when a cell phone goes off next to a computer screen. The stuff on the screen gets kind of fuzzy and starts acting funny, right? I mean, that's less common now, but...
Huh? Computer? It's like when you use...
It's like when you use the dryer next to the TV, and the screen starts looking weird.
Oh, yes, the TV does do that. Oh, so that's what you're talking about.
She seems amazingly happy in being able to understand this. So the room you were in when that interference to the transceiver happened. There's gotta be something there that's sending out very strong radio waves, pal. Something like... like a listening device or something. Oh, really? Ah! Hey, speaking of that, where were you when it happened?
We were in Mr. Kurita's room. The scene of the murder.
What? That's it. I'm gonna sneak into the precinct and get a bug sweeper. I'll meet you at the crime scene later, alright, pal? Wait, Gumshoe. Oh, yeah, baby. It's investigating time. I'm on fire, pal. My fingers are itching to go. Yeah! Gumshoe.
We should be going too, Mr. Nick.
Alright, let's go. We're all very excited. We're all very excited. Very excited. We're all very excited. It's a very exciting time. We're going to the room. We're gonna sweep for bugs. Or something. Very exciting times. Hey! You're finally here, pal! This is the fastest I could get here. Gumshoe. So sorry to keep you waiting.
Do you have the, bug sweeper?
Well, you see, I got busted trying to sneak in, pal. And suddenly I'm staring at the precinct doors. From the outside, I mean. So yeah, I couldn't get one of the police bug sweepers. What do you mean you couldn't get one? We need that item. Hey, calm down, pal. I didn't say I didn't get one, just not the police's.
Wow, so this is a bug sweeper.
It looks a little broken. Hey, this was made when I was in elementary school, pal. Oh? By who? Me, of course. Ah, seeing this sure brings back memories. ... Hey, don't look down on it, pal. Sure, it looks a little beat up. But I put my heart and soul into building this puppy here.
Your heart and soul?
It'll work, trust me, pal. It'll do the job. But you can't set the sensitivity. So it's gonna beep at anything that gives off electromagnetic waves.
But isn't it better that way?
Well, anyway, since I brought it all this way, might as well give it a whirl, right, pal? Welcome back. How's your dinner? I'm getting that sinking feeling again. Okay, now I'll tell you how to use this baby. There's a listening device or some other sort of bug hidden in this room, pal.
So we're gonna find it, right?
Right. Now first, let's turn the sweeper on. Oh, by the way, so next time I take a break, I should find out if there's food, and then I'll just eat while I'm streaming, because whatever. What was I gonna say? Oh, yeah. We have discovered that, Maya is being held in Matt Onguard's mansion. Matt Onguard asked us to go there and feed his cat, and Dick Hiller actually talked to us, and we don't know that, because we don't know that that's who it is. I don't know why we don't recognize him as the person who came to get Maya when it was time, whatever. I don't know why that didn't happen. Yeah, and then the transceiver broke. There was, like, electromagnetic interference. Because we were standing in this John Doe. Because we were standing in this part, whatever. And, so now we're sweeping for a bug. Next, move the sweeper around to get the room a real thorough look-see, pal. The sweeper will let you know how strong of a signal's picking up, so keep an eye on it. It's that bear. It's the Robo-Bear. Once you find something that's giving off a lot of radio waves, press Enter, A, to lock onto it. There's a lot of things here that are going to give off radio waves. So let's take a good look at anything and everything that seems suspicious, okay, pal? Alright. I'm going to go stand outside, keep an eye out. Give me a yell if you find the bug. Got it, pal? Alright.
Oh, what a lovely bear.
Ah, this must be one of those fancy bear-shaped toy robots.
It's a robot? It's a real robot?
Yeah, it's a real one.
Mr. Nick!
Yes?
How many horsepower does it have? How many horses?
Horsies? Well, look, it's a bear, so, A cell phone? Nope, no bugs in here.
A cell phone.
Hi, Mona. What? Don't tell me you don't know what a cell phone is.
I'm sorry. I've never seen one before.
What? Why are you yelling at me, Mona? Look, I know this has taken a long time. Just deal with it, okay? Now that she mentions it, my cell phone couldn't get any reception while I was staying in Korain Village. And Pearls has never lived outside of that village, so... Well, I guess I can't say it's impossible to live without one. Lamp, check. Listening device, nope.
There are a lot of lamps in this room, aren't there, Mr. Nick?
Yeah.
They're all on. You shouldn't do that, Mr. Nick. Don't you know that's wasteful?
Yeah. I'll be more conscientious from now on. Sorry. I mean, I didn't do it. Lamp. We're checking all the lamps just because. Yeah. Okay. Well, the listening device isn't in the air conditioner.
Ah, yuck! This air filter is covered in dust and dirt.
Yeah. Gross.
Come on, Mr. Nick, let's wash it.
I wonder if being a neat freak makes even the tiniest dust bunny look colossal?
What?
Insert joke here about how the killer probably has a shell phone and says, right? Nothing. I don't really think the listening device is in the TV of all places.
Looks like the TV was left on and now it's showing an old samurai movie.
Yeah, this channel plays all sorts of international movies as well as domestic ones.
You know, every time I watch one of these old movies, I always think, wow, these Japanese stars are really good at English.
Yeah.
When I grow up, I want to study Japanese.
I should probably keep my mouth shut here and not destroy her dream.
The radio's on, playing something. Oh, it's Kid's Question Corner. Professor, why is the Earth round? Yes, why is it, Mr. Nick?
Why don't you listen to the radio program a little more, Pearls? Alright. We got a bunch of stuff. Coffee machines and fridges.
This is a refrigerator.
Hey, Turk. How you doing? I've been live for almost 8 hours because I'm insane. I really don't think the listening device is in something like this.
Because it's filled with nothing but healthy vegetable juices, right?
Yeah, sure. What does that have to do with listening devices?
Oh, the water in this hot water pot has run out. I'll go get more water for it.
Okay. Sounds good. Looks like she's forgotten all about looking for the listening device. I've had you up for several of those hours. The first time I got to say hi. Gives me that. Yeah, no, it's fine. I don't, I'm just in this weird Zen Phoenix Wright state. If he has a butler, why did he send you to the house to feed the cat? I mean, he sent me to the house to feed the cat because he doesn't know that the butler is there, because he doesn't know that the butler kidnapped Maya. He doesn't know to kill or kidnap Maya.
What's this?
I mean, it's like Phoenix Wright Zen state.
Sort of looks like a hot water pot, but...
Oh, well, it's kind of like a hot water pot, I guess. But instead of hot water, coffee comes out.
Really? This pot can do that? Is there a pot that orange juice comes out of?
I don't think there's anything like that. I mean, a juicer. A juicer. We're gonna check this rice cooker. Oh, it's a bread machine? Why is there a bread machine? It's worse than a rice cooker. Why is there a bread machine?
Wow, there's a really delicious loaf of bread in here.
Looks like it's been on keep warm all this time since the murder.
Well, Mr. Scruffy Detective always says, gotta keep the trail and crime scene warm.
I think the keep warm in this case is a little more metaphorical. Or what about this clock? Well, it certainly looks like an alarm clock.
What's wrong? Why do you look troubled?
I just can't imagine the listening device being inside this alarm clock. It just, sort of reminded me of something that happened a long time ago. It's the damn clock from the... We had to deal with that clock, like, through the entire first game.
Well, anyway,
It looks like the listening device isn't here. Excuse me. Well, anyway, it looks like the listening device isn't in here. Alright. So... watch? Remote? TV's remote control. Doesn't look like there were listening devices in here.
So I was thinking, I wonder if a TV remote works on other things, like, could I make you change your expressions like TV channels?
Hey! But if I could, ooh, the people I would give the old mute button to... well, I don't think it's gonna work on me. Why don't we try it on Maya tomorrow, okay? ...
Okay. What's this?
It's a small video camera. No listening device in this gizmo.
Everyone's trying to make everything smaller and smaller lately, aren't they, Mr. Nick?
And then, I don't know. I think there is a movie called Click. I'm not sure. I haven't seen it, so I don't know. That's what it seems like.
But I want to grow bigger and bigger.
Well, eating only vegetables isn't going to help you there. You have to eat meat, too. I mean, there's ways. There's no listening device in that notebook computer, huh?
What's a notebook computer?
Do you know what a notebook is?
Yes, it's a small book with paper that you can write on. So?
Well, that thing is like a notebook in a way. It's basically a small laptop.
Mr. Nick, what's a laptop?
Alright, so we're still looking. We're still searching for the... and here we have a dryer. Nothing unusual here, I think.
A dryer? Oh, if you use it next to a TV, it'll make the screen look all weird, right?
Yeah.
When that happens, it's called electromagnetic interference, right?
Hey, good memory, Pearls.
I will never forget it for the rest of my life.
Wow, okay. It's in the bear's head.
This is just a giant stuffed teddy bear, right? It's the biggest one I have ever seen.
Hey, so did you guys find it yet? The listening device, I mean?
No, not yet, but this bear's eyes.
Let's see. A perfectly normal stuffed bear with some really strong radio waves. Sounds like you found the device to me, pal. Let's dig this big fella's eye out and see what we got.
No, you can't. Such a violent act.
Oof.
No.
It's a miniature camera, and it looks like there's more. There's a transmitter and a timer. What emitter? A transmitter, pal.
Oh, is this more of that high-tech stuff?
So this tiny thing is a camera. Yup, it's a pinhole CCD camera, pal. It's a small, high-grade video camera mostly used in security systems. So it's a video camera. It runs on a battery, which comes with it in a set. But there's no videotape in this camera. This is only the camera part here, pal. The tape recorder with the tape inside it is somewhere else.
Somewhere else?
And the footage is changed into radio waves and it's sent to that recorder.
So it's sort of like a TV broadcast, isn't it?
Hey, you know, you're right. Spy camera, set to record the victim's rooms from 8 p.m. for 1 hour, was running at the time of the murder. Oops, not that one. Okay. So, what is a transmitter? It's a device that sends the footage the camera took to a specific location. It's like a video version of a listening device, pal. Looks like it's attached to a small clock-like thing. Oh, that's a timer, pal. You can set it to turn the camera on and record at a certain time with it.
You can set it for a certain time?
Yup. Let's see. This looks like it was set to start at 8 p.m. and go for 1 hour. 8 p.m.? That's the time the award ceremony ended. There's no date set, so it's been recording every night, I guess.
Mr. Detective, how long has this bear been here?
I'm pretty sure it's been here since the night of the murder.
Then maybe...
Maybe this camera caught the murder on tape. What?
And if you think about the angle the bear is at, it's bound to have had a clear shot of the whole crime, pal. Transmitter. Changes the footage taken by the spy camera into radio waves and transmits the data. Okay.
So there was a camera in this bear's eye.
And it was disguised as a present. And I'm sure it was here on the night of the murder, pal. It's pretty big, so it stands out pretty well in my mind.
But who gave Mr. Kurita this present?
I don't know, pal. But this means that someone out there's got a video of what happened here that night.
Isn't there any way we can find out who that person is?
It's impossible, pal. Radio waves can be sent almost anywhere, so there's no real way to find out.
Oh.
Is there really no way to find out?
Stuffed bear added the court record. I got it.
What?
Hey, pal, let me borrow this mini camera for a bit.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna go around the electronics shops and see if I can find out who bought this. But that's impossible. I mean, it's already 9 p.m. Leave it to me. Even if I have to search all night, I'll find your man, pal. Spy camera and transmitter given to Detective Gumshoe. Oh yeah, baby, it's investigating time. I'm on fire, pal. My fingers are itching to go. Yeah, Gumshoe.
He's gone.
Yeah.
But Mr. Scruffy Detective sure is a nice man. He's pushing himself so hard, all for Mystic Maya's sake.
It's a mystery how you always manage to do things in the most inefficient ways, Wright.
Ah!
You'll have to excuse me. I heard your conversation just now.
Edgeworth, what are you doing here?
A rescue team has been created and deployed. I can't say I'm optimistic, but we have to move forward, one step at a time.
I see.
Thanks. Don't thank me yet. We still have to find her. ... So there was a spy camera hidden inside this stuffed animal, huh? You are one lucky man, right? Question mark? Do you know this stuffed bear, little girl?
I have no idea.
Of course not. The maker of this bear is a very expensive luxury brand from overseas. It's completely handmade, and only a small number of these are exported here. What? The camera and transmitter that Scatterbrain Detective took with him are dead ends. Things like those can be bought anywhere. However, this bear is different. By tracking how it got into this country, this bear can tell us who the buyer is.
Can he really do that? Mr. Nick, can he really?
Well, I guess so. It's 9 p.m. I think I can still make it in time. Question mark. I'll be taking this for now. I'm sure you have other things you have to do. Stuffed bear snatched up by Edgeworth. That's a big bear for him to snatch it up. See you soon, Wright. Wait! What? Why are you doing this? I have no interest in explaining myself to someone who cannot comprehend. But besides that, Wright, until court reconvenes tomorrow, you should concern yourself with this question. Who was the person that murdered Juan Corrida? The real killer. Do you really still think it was Adrian Andrews? To be honest, I don't know anymore. You still have a little time left. Find the truth, Wright. Everything begins with the truth. Juan Corrida's real killer. Miss Andrews' past. The kidnapper whose sole condition is an acquittal from Mr. On Guard. And this card, Shelley the Killer. So, yeah, On Guard probably thinks that, one, other than, you know, the whole suicide note, whatever. So, he killed him to silence him. But, like, also at the same time, On Guard obviously loved Celeste. Because there's a picture of Celeste in the hidden room
in On Guard's mansion. By the way, there's a picture of Celeste in the hidden room in On Guard's mansion. A framed picture that says, "With love, Celeste." That Maya found when she escaped the room and she came to the room. And there was a room full of recording equipment and video cassettes in On Guard's house. Maya, the only way I can save you now is to find all the answers to this case tonight. I don't understand what your real intentions are, Edgeworth. But as you said, all I can do for now is find the truth. To be continued. Yay, we're going to save. And I'm going to take a quick break. So, the question becomes... Because, like, we're in a part 2 of the investigation now. And then there's probably going to be a trial. My hard cutoff is in about 2 hours. Do we think that I can make it through this in 2 hours? Also, my voice is starting to go. Because I've been going for 8 hours straight. And my voice is starting to go. So, let's take a moment. Let's take a moment here and have a conversation, you and I. I really want to finish this game because I want to play Cult of Lamb tomorrow. But I'm concerned that if I keep going, possible, but you might be hurting and it's not a guarantee. I am concerned that if I do whatever I need to do to finish this game, which could be 2 to 3 hours left, I won't have a voice to stream tomorrow at all. That is the worry that I have. And I kind of am, like, it means I have to change the schedule, but I'm the one in charge of the schedule. This is just me being stubborn. And I don't know. I think that don't push yourself too hard. I mean, we are way past that. Yeah, my throat is definitely starting to go. So, I think tomorrow we'll finish it because I have done 8 hours. I have tried. I'm already starting to feel it. You may already be at risk for tomorrow. I mean, I am. 100%. I mean, tomorrow doesn't start until 3. I'll have plenty of time to rest. I just really won't hardly talk at all. Until I have to stream. I'll just rest for the rest of the evening and then also tomorrow and up until stream time because I don't have anything else scheduled. Yeah. I think that, we'll just save it again just to be sure. I think that that's probably going to be a better idea. Is for us to stop. As much as I don't want to stop. Because we are, like, in the middle. We're in the middle of everything. And if it had been, we are going into the trial now. Like, if that had been the end of the night, and then we're going to go into the trial, I wouldn't feel the same way. But because we are going into the last case is really long even compared to the last game found. Yes. And because we're going into another investigation phase before we have trial, I think that it is better to be safe than sorry. So, I am sorry that I did not finish it today. I really wanted to. I mean, I really wanted to. And we're probably going to spend the first 10 minutes tomorrow catching everybody up before we keep going. Just because of how much has happened. A lot has happened. But, yeah. Yeah. So, this has been the longest night in the universe. / I am so tired right now. Let's see. Let's see who is live right now. Oh. Our friend Static that was here earlier is live. Wait. We have Static. We have Static on my phone. Let's go see Static, shall we? It'll be a nice surprise. So, I will be back tomorrow with more Phoenix Wright, apparently.
So I hope everybody has a really great night, and make sure you hydrate and rest, stretch, and take care of yourselves. Very important. Big shout out to all my friends who came to hang out with me today. I adore you. And yeah, let's go see Static, shall we? I think that will be. Let me go over here. Boop. Yeah. I think that'll be the most fun. So let's do it. Also, my friend Static is not an affiliate yet. Needs more followers for affiliates. So if you haven't followed Static, consider it if you don't mind. So yeah, where is that button? We need the good button. That's what we need. And then trying to do this because my button decided to not work again. So whatever. That's fine. Where is my friend Static? Hold on a second. I have to make sure it gives me the right thing. Because we're real professional. Alright. Let's go see Static. Y'all have a great night. I appreciate you. And I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.